Hey, what's up, shitheads? Welcome back to the channel today. Tonight rather, we're going to be doing a little night ride through Los Angeles. Ultimate goal is making it up to Griffith Observatory because I've always wanted to go up there at night. But along the way, we're going to hit a couple of filming locations, and you know, we're just going to have a good time. But I have a time limit, so I need to get started. So without further ado, guys, let's get out there on the road and see the sights and sounds of Los Angeles at evening. So we are on 2025 Bike of the Year candidate, the Mini Goat. Gonna try and hit a few of these locations in relatively fast succession here. Been out in LA for a couple days now, did a ride out last evening. There's always something going on out here. Yeah, it must be shooting some. I'm pedaling. Pretty fun and not really my cup of tea. Hey, we're already approaching our first location here. We're gonna make a sharp left. We're gonna be going up a very steep hill here, but this is gonna be no problem for the Mini Goat. If we've learned anything about the Mini Goat, it's pretty much nothing this bike can't do. And since I don't usually film at night, I'm using night mode on the camera, and hopefully this footage is usable. We are cranking along. This is really steep right here. I know the videos never do this stuff justice. Zoomed all the way to the top, no problem at all. And we've right to our first location right here. This house right here was used in the movie Training Day with Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington has been inside of this house right here.
Oh man, shit. Come on, get your shit together now. This is my dog's house.
I don't remember the exact details of it, but I do know as a fact that house right there was in the movie Training Day with Denzel Washington. But you know, guys, and Ethan Hawke, we don't have time to marinate. I feel like we've already outstayed our welcome here. We got to get going. This whole entire city is just littered with different filming locations. This next neighborhood we're going to is a hot spot, and I can almost guarantee you've seen at least one of these before. I put some new brake pads on this Mini Goat before I came for this trip, and man, the brakes on this bike are no joke. They're dead silent. These tires grab extremely well, especially on asphalt. This whole city is just something else, guys. It's just craziness. There's something going on everywhere. Along that ride out last night, we saw lowriders. We saw a group of people on rollerblades rolling around. We saw all sorts of stuff. There's just no shortage of absolute craziness that's going on in this city at all times. And ladies and gentlemen, already we're at our next location right here. They don't keep this house lit up very well, but this is the house from the hit movie Fast and the Furious. Dominic Toretto's family home right there in the documentary Fast and the Furious. Pretty interesting. This is the first time I've come by here a few times. This is the first time I've been here where there hasn't been a bunch of cars out front. This must be extremely annoying being a neighbor to this house because people come out here revving their engines, doing burnouts at pretty much all hours of the day. And since that's from the Fast and Furious, literally directly around the corner is the market from the Fast and the Furious. This is where Paul Walker would come every day and order his tuna sandwich with no crust right here at Bob's Market. I don't remember what it was called in the movie.
Is that a swatch watch? Do you know what time it is? Tuna on white, no crust, right?
But this is still a functioning, working market. You can come here, buy whatever you want, take pictures out front. As a matter of fact, this is another place people come and pay homage to the Fast and the Furious movies. Neat story, huh, guys? Anyways, what most people don't see or show you when they're in this neighborhood is literally a hop, skip, and a jump away from this very location, right around the corner from here. And I can see why they chose this neighborhood, because look, right around the corner, all of a sudden you get all these like Victorian style houses, colonial houses. I don't know the different architecture types, but very unique architecture right through here. So right here on Carroll Avenue, we're gonna see a few filming locations right in succession, starting with right here on the left. This is the house from the movie Grandma's Boy. It's an Adam Sandler produced movie, really funny movie.
Now remember, they're probably sleeping, so please be quiet.
I think I hear voices.
If you haven't seen it, guys, stop what you're doing. Well, after this video, stop and watch that, then go and watch that movie. It's a good movie, pretty funny. there is the house from Grandma's Boy, and directly across the street, right here, this house, the red house right here, was from the TV show Charmed with Shannon Doherty, Rose McGowan. That house right there was the exterior for the house used in the TV show Charmed.
Keep telling you that thing's not gonna work on them.
Maybe not, but it makes them think twice about it.
You can see why they use these houses for, you know, each one of these houses is very distinct looking, very unique architecture. And literally, a couple houses down right here, right on the same street, that house right there was featured in the Michael Jackson music video for Thriller. So Michael Jackson, I don't know if he was in that house, but he was right here on the steps at least. How many billions of people have seen this house by proxy? Pretty interesting. This house looks like it's in, you know, not in the best condition. I'm not sure if anyone lives here or what, but check it out. Have you seen this house before? Well, anyways, guys, we're gonna go skip on down the road a little bit more. We're gonna show you a couple more places, but guys, I have a time limit. I need to make it to Griffith Park, so enough filibuster. Come on, let's go, guys. I can't imagine any of these houses are under $1 million. That kind of looks like the house from Psycho. It's not, but wow, cool looking places through here. Can totally see why they use this area for different filming locations. LA is a massive area. Millions of people live here. It's really spread out, but for some reason, like when you're out here on a bike, it feels much smaller than it actually is because you can get from one place to the other relatively quick when you're on a bike out here. I was just driving my car earlier from Venice to here, traffic galore. It's just really frustrating. I don't understand how there's not like freeway shootings every single day in this town. People just going losing their mind completely. If you're gonna come out to Los Angeles, do it on bike. It's a much more visceral, raw, trademark experience. It's just a lot of fun to be on a bike. Granted, guys, it's not for beginners. It's kind of like inherently dangerous because there's so many cars around, but much funner. Believe it or not, the bike infrastructure in this town is not all that bad. Especially in the downtown areas, there's bike lanes. And no better bike to do this on than the Mini Goat. This is why I chose, I brought my Tesla. I don't have space for any more than one bike, and I chose this to be my one bike. Even though I did some dirt riding, I figured that this bike is fast, it's got the range, so this is the one I chose because I can get around this whole place on the Mini Goat. Greenwood Place. This is where our next location is at. Now, I might be exposing how old I am here, but ladies and gentlemen, is the exterior used for the TV show Melrose Place.
Come on.
Melrose Place, I believe, I could be wrong, was a spinoff of 90210 in the 90s, and they used this for the exterior for Melrose Place. Ironically, this is not on Melrose Place, it's on a Greenwood Street over here in Los Angeles. But there it is after all these years. No idea if the inside looks anything like it was on the TV show. As always, I always kind of wonder, like, what makes them pick these facades? Did somebody live here at one point and say, hey, let's use my old apartments? I always want to know the backstory, like, why here? Why did they pick this of all places? What was that actress's name that was on the show, like Courtney Thorne-Smith or something? Man, I remember I used to think she was so hot in the 90s. It's time for the main event of this evening, which is Griffith Observatory. I've went up here a couple times before, and the last time we came up here, we were just driving by all sorts of car traffic, and we just zoomed right up unobstructed on our bikes. So again, I can't say enough, tourism in Los Angeles on bicycle is the way to go. Electric bike, baby. Oh, hopefully any of this stuff comes out right here, ladies and also gentlemen, this is the house from, this is the Griswold house right here. The movie takes place in Indiana or wherever, but in a matter of fact, that house is right here in Los Angeles, California. The Griswolds live right in there. It's been a really long time since I've seen that movie, so I couldn't tell you a ton of details about it. I'm sure there's people that remember every second of this movie. where they had the car stir or whatever. It was right there in that garage right there. This is the Griswold family house. This area right here, look, we're only a couple of miles away from the Fast and Furious house, and just look how drastically different this looks. These like huge trees. I really like the looks of these trees. I don't know, I'm not a botanist. I can't tell you exactly what type of trees they are, but they're really pretty. This gives this whole area a really distinct look. And right up here is the world famous Greek theater. Get them to the Greek. Hopefully any of this is coming through, and these houses through here are ridiculous. There it is right there, the Greek theater. But our destination is above this, literally and figuratively. Continue our way up this hill. This is where you'd need, a little more on the powerful side of e-bikes, not your regular old 48. I mean, you could make it up here, but you're gonna put in some effort. The Mini Goat's gonna throttle up this hill, no problem. There can be a lot of traffic coming up here. So again, doing this on bike is awesome. You can just zoom right up. And here we go right here. The next thing I wanna point out, this tunnel right here was from Back to the Future 2. This is where Marty McFly is chasing Biff on the hoverboard, and he's following behind in his car, and they go back and forth through this tunnel. I think they use a little bit of camera trickery where they're coming from one side, then they turn around and go the other way. But this is the tunnel right here underneath Griffith Observatory. How cool is this? You can just come up here whenever you want. Guys, we got to make sure Biff doesn't get that almanac. All that took place right here. These people, look at this. You don't gotta wait in line. Look at all those losers waiting in line. Let's just take our bike directly to the promised land, to the world famous Griffith Observatory. Check it out. How cool is this? VIP treatment when you're on the e-bikes, ladies and gentlemen. Countless movies have been filmed up here. It's really cool because the streets are lined down this way, so when you're up here you get a direct shot of all the streets as they go down. And then you see over there is downtown Los Angeles. I'm really, really hoping any of this is showing up on camera. The first time I filmed in night mode. How cool is that? Surprisingly, a lot of people up here. I know you probably won't be able to see it, of course, but Hollywood sign is right over that direction. I can see the outline of it a little bit. After doing some research, I was wrong. This looks like on the other side of the observatory. This is where the Terminator shows up for the first time. I couldn't match it up 100% because I believe they have remodeled it since then or changed it a little bit, but the dump truck was back here. The whole time disturbance happens, and then Arnold shows up roughly, I believe, right here. I don't think this staircase was there at the time. So Arnold shows up right here in his birthday suit, looks over and he walks out right up to this wall and then takes a long staring gaze out at the Los Angeles nightline. Well, I finally made it to Griffith Observatory at night. It was well worth the wait, the hype. Lived up to expectations, a beautiful view. I will definitely be coming out here again at some point. Thanks for joining along with that little video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and you know what? Maybe we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.